Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian. It has been a hot freaking minute since I have posted, and I do apologize for that. Life has been a little crazy, been doing a little traveling, but at home now, should be home for a while, so I don't foresee any issues, except for maybe one day in May. I think I should be good for a while. And hello, Selena, you can come visit? Okay, I guess not. Since I have been traveling, the suitcase has been out, and I've been really lazy. I'll be honest. Have not totally unpacked it. I've done all clothes and all that good stuff. Oh, she's gonna come visit. Excellent. And so, she has been laying on top of my suitcase because that's what cats are wont to do. Um, Hi, Selena. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Anyway, so yeah, so it's been a while. Anybody who's stuck around, again, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. It's always um, nice to see people who are, you know, who don't mind me taking a little bit of time off and such. I do appreciate that. So welcome back to all you guys. Welcome if there's anybody new. Um, I am Sebastian. This is my floss tube. I talk about stitching and a little bit of my life and that cat over there who was just staying out of frame. Go on. Okay. She's apparently just gonna keep staying out of frame because cats. Um. So go ahead and do personal stuff first. So the first weekend I took off like 2 weeks ago, I guess. I was down in Florida. I did a 5K at Disney, which was fun. It didn't. It was kind of supposed to rain, but it really didn't. So that was kind of nice. And then instead of going to Disney, I actually went to Universal. So um, I saw all the stuff that I hadn't seen before. Because I hadn't been to Universal since I lived there, which was like 2003, 2004 ish. So I got to see all the new Harry Potter stuff, all the new rides. For any of you guys who know Universal Orlando, my favorite ride actually was the Spider-Man ride. I got to ride it 3 times. That was kind of cool. So yeah, it's so since Universal doesn't have a whole lot of space, they don't have the gift of space. I think is what Walt Disney called it. Uh, but so they have to have everything have to have a small footprint. So they have a lot of 3D and 3D motion. I should say motion simulator and 3D motion simulator sort of rides. And so, which is fine with me because I actually like those kind of rides, and that's what Spider-Man is. But it's very all-inclusive, so it's got very immersive, I should say. So you've got like, you know, there's a fire and you feel the heat, and there's water and you get sprayed with a little bit of water, not too much, and that kind of stuff. So, but it was fun. Um, the second weekend, which was last weekend, a few days ago, I went to a Sherlock Holmes themed convention, which was very fun. Um, no, no TV related guests. They had a guest, but no one that was related to the actual show itself, which is fine. It's a very small con, so that's not the type of con that usually gets those people. But it was very fun. Um, the one person who I know really well, kind of in that fandom, she wasn't able to come, which is very understandable. She's got some family issues, also a wedding coming up. So I was a little adrift, but I did find some people to hang out with. Made some new friends. Um, they hadn't done the con in a couple of years, obviously, so I got to kind of reconnect with a couple of people that I had talked to that last time. So yeah, it was nice. It was very cool. Um, Bought too much Sherlock related stuff as usual, but you know, I'm not gonna show off any of that stuff because it's not stitching related. So um, the cool thing is that for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just coincidence or if it has to do with the fandom or something, but there's a lot of knitters in that Sherlock fandom, and so a lot of people were doing one person was doing like a sweater for their nephew or cousin or something, and people were doing like socks and hats, and so there was a lot of people just knitting. And I did do some stitching. I will show it. Um, so that's the only stitching related thing from the con that I was actually stitching. Um, because it was a new start. I know. I have two new starts. Can you believe it? Two. It's crazy. What does this world come to? Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Nothing, like I said, nothing really all that exciting. Nothing particularly stitching related, other than I just, like I said, I just stitched to pass some time at the convention. I didn't get a single stitch done at in Universal. I did take some, and I went down with a stitchy friend of mine, I should say, from my LNS, and she actually did a little stitching, but um, I didn't get to. But that's okay. It's no big deal. All right, so um, let me go ahead and so I always do the comments first. Um, as always, I'll always like to say I love the comments. I read every single one. I respond to every single one. So it's always I always appreciate anything you guys have to say, even if it's nothing all that important. Just saying hi. That's fine with me. And she has, by the way, settled in, but again, out of the range of the cameras. So she is sort of here in spirit. So there you go. Sorry, I've been screwing with this too much. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, I'll stop messing with the camera, I promise. Maybe. Also, I have to say, since I haven't been here for a while, strap in. This may be a little bit long. I'll try not to make it too long. I'm going to show some stuff that I don't know if I showed before, since it's been a few weeks. I apologize for that. That was a scam call on my phone. Let me do this real quick. There we go. Okay, won't happen again, I promise. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I ever showed that, but yeah, that's the back of my phone. So there you go. So anyway, yeah. So I may show some stuff that I had shown before. I'm not 100% sure because it's been a few weeks. So I apologize if I'm re-showing you stitching and haul that I had before. But some of this haul is absolutely new. I know that for sure. So you'll definitely get to see some new stuff. Either way. All right. So comments. DLN said, "Love the shirt. Selena's so sweet. Thank you." I think that was think that was maybe the shirt that went with this, like the same design. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, yeah, Selena actually she's been very clingy the last couple of days for some weird reason, and I'm okay with it. I just hope she's all right. But I'm sure she is. Seems to be. She doesn't seem to be acting unusual, so I think she's all right. I think maybe she actually misses me. I don't know. Thanks for showing your market haul. Yeah, it's always fun. It's a wallet killer. Whenever market comes around, but I always have to pare down what I get because I always can get it later, except for maybe one or two things. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I always enjoy what I get. So Becca Lane says, "I know you love Marvel, but I'm curious to know how you feel about DC." So I really have nothing against DC. I've liked a lot of the Batman movies. I haven't seen the new one yet, so uh, my husband saw it. He really liked it. He thought I would like it. So I'll probably end up watching it on DVD because I'm sure he'll get it on DVD. So you know, Wonder Woman, even though it had some issues, the first one I should say, was good. I enjoyed it. I have not seen the second one yet. I've heard it's not as good. So I really did love Shazam. Shazam was hilarious. The actor, was it Zachary Levi, I believe his name is, uh, who they got to play Shazam, is just hilarious. That was a great movie. So I don't mind DC. I just tend to go towards Marvel more just because that's also what I read as a kid. When I was growing up, my favorite by far was Wolverine. So I always have a soft spot for Wolverine. Um, I did read some of the Supermans, Going back to DC. But Wolverine was mostly my go to. Deadpool, Cable, um, any of that, really, the X Men, X Factor, that sort of thing. So that was kind of my wheelhouse when I was a kid. So there you go. But thank you for that question. I appreciate it. That was actually really fun to think about. So if any of you guys ever want to ask any of those other sort of questions, I am all for answering them. So there you go. So think of some cool questions if you want to. No pressure. Grumpy Sister says, uh, sorry, shortcoming, working on tablets, mostly in bed the last few days. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. As the um, Game Grumps say, it's the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. So I know this is a little late. Hopefully you're already over it, and hopefully it was really minor. So hopefully you're back to stitching and feeling a little bit better. So that sucks, and a lot of people have gotten it, unfortunately. But so hopefully everything's good. Um, Becca Lane says, "I'm so in love with the Avengers-inspired flosses and patterns." Yeah, I know, right? I don't. It's like I want to do those patterns, but also I I don't know what I want to do with the threads. Like if I want to use them elsewhere, I don't think those patterns they're small, so I don't think they would even come close to using all of the thread. But I just don't know if I want to save the thread for something else or if I want to go ahead and just use it on those patterns. So I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I'm not really sure exactly what I want to do yet. So um, because some of those patterns are, some of them I really like, some of them I'm not as big of a fan of, so I might not even do all the patterns. I don't know yet. Anyway, um, so Healing Gamer says lurking. Just FYI, I don't know if it's you or me, but I experienced some skipping in the video. I'm assuming you mean the last one. I will have to go back and look. No one has said anything yet. Um, was it in one little section or was it kind of through the whole thing? I'll try to go and look after this video and see what's going on. Um, I don't know what's going on. This is the second video that's had some sort of a weird issue. So I don't know if it's YouTube or something in my computer. I don't know, unfortunately, because it seems to be an inconsistent issue, which is always makes it harder to figure out what's going on. Debbie Sis said put pictures of my Jeep on Instagram and tagged you. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. And Linda, wow, Linda Figatola, Figatola, Figatola. Sorry, I'm not sure about your last name, but anyway, so I believe Betty White's birthday is the 17th. Thank you for the correction. I appreciate that. I had misspoke there. Um, I'm working on Bird Crush Club Style by Lindy Stitches. I'm behind, but trying to catch up. I just almost everything Stephanie does is just amazing. The problem is though, I can't. There's so many things I want to work on. I have to kind of limit what I do with any one designer at a time because, no more than one, maybe two. Just because I have so many things I want to work on that I need to kind of spread the love a little bit. But trust me, if I could, there's a lot more of hers that I would do. I've already done one or two, I think. One I know I finished. I think I'm maybe in the middle of two more, I think. But anyway, and I have one or two more I think that I haven't started yet. So yeah, I've got a queue with her. Um, I've been very busy knitting socks. I have to divide my time. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about 1 hour knitting, 1 hour for rotation. When it comes to your rotation, that's really only something you can do. I'm more of the thought of kind of do what you feel like when you feel like it. But if you want to get something, like actual, a lot of people do work well with rotations, with stitching and such. So you really just have to figure out what's best for you. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, I really would not mind having commissioning someone to do some socks for me because I already spend enough money on cross stitch, and I really do not want to spend any more money on a new habit. Um, but I don't know. You see people knitting the socks, and they all look so warm and comfy, and that really appeals to me, having a nice, thick, warm, comfy pair of socks. So I don't know. Who knows? I don't think I know anybody locally who knits. Excuse me. I don't think. No, I don't think so. So anyway, so who knows? Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. I mean, we're getting into the warmer time of year, so now may not be the best time to commission someone for a nice warm pair of socks because it's gonna get hot balls down here in the south, and so not looking forward to that. I never look forward to the summer, but it happens every year. So hey, all right. So that is all the comments. Hopefully that not taking too long here. Once again, anytime you guys want to ask me any sort of questions, I am all for it. So there you go. Sorry, my hair is being a pain in the butt today. I apologize. All right. So no finishes, no FFOs as usual, but I've got 2 new starts. I know, right? Crazy. So we will do. Yeah, well, sure, why not? Well, no, I'll tell you what. We'll do this one first. So, as I said, I went to a Sherlock themed convention, and so I wanted to take a Sherlock themed cross stitch. And this is one. This is literally one of the first, if not the first pattern that I ever bought. I bought it in 2016. I believe it was 2016, like December 2016. It doesn't actually say on here, but I don't think this person is actually selling anymore, so I do apologize. But um, this is obviously from Sherlock. Brainy's the new sexy. So I'm not doing all the same colors that are in here. This was a line that Irene Adler said to Sherlock. So I did do. Okay, well, let me move that. There you go. Move that. Excellent. So I was able to get the entire Brainy done. And you can't tell, let me go ahead and pull this out. What I am using for the blue is actually that variegated, is it 121? Yeah. It would have been funny if it was 221. But anyway, 121, there we go. Variegated DMC that I'm not sure if they make any more or not. But I haven't actually gotten to the variegated part of it. So that is the very top of the brain, obviously. Um, but so yeah, that's honestly for as much as I was at that con and all the other stuff that I was doing, the fact that I got that much done was pretty good. Um, I literally only put in maybe I don't know 10, 20 stitches, something like that, before I left for the convention. So that was 99.9% all convention stitching. Mostly just when I was sitting around talking to people. I guess I will show those since these are actually on the little bag, but that is one thing that was given to me. Little buttons there. There you go. Those I did not buy. Those were actually given to me by someone very, very sweet. So that's the only. Oh, of course, because because Sherlock and bees, I had to put it in a bee bag. Also, weirdly enough, and they did not have this. This was in a hotel literally across the street from Atlanta Hartsfield um, in Atlanta, Georgia. They had bee boxes outside of their hotel, and there was a little window that you could actually watch them buzz to and fro, which was amazing. And we were at the same hotel, was it 3 years ago, last time they had it? And they did not have those last time. So that was super duper cool. Um, and of course, everybody loved it. And so, that was, and I think they actually use the honey I think they gather the honey and they actually use it at the hotel. I think they use it maybe in some of the drinks, I believe. So there you go. The next start I don't have a picture of because it's a mystery sal. This is the Under the Sea sal from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. So there'll be, I don't know, like 7, 8, 9 parts, something like that. Each one will come out on the 25th. So I had not started this yet. This literally only took me like 2 or 3 days, and that's not even like, that was 2 or 3 days of just, a few hours a day. So it did not take me that long to stitch. But um, since I don't have a picture of the whole thing, this is actually the first part finished. So um, now, there you go. Hold on, move that. Oh, there you go. So we have a couple of dolphins with little bubbles and a little mermaid, which looks like a shrimp body or tail. It really does look like a shrimp tail, and I can't imagine that they did that accidentally. So a question for you guys. I can't decide. Do I want to outline the rest of this? It's showing up pretty good in the video. When the light, like right now, when I have the windows open, the light is pretty good and everything shows. But when it's a little darker, it's a little harder to see, especially those bubbles. So, would you guys do an outline? And if so, if you did the outline, would you do the outline of the bubbles as well? And the color changes, or just the outside? So, I would love to hear some opinions on this. By the way, this is the O hex is from D's 23 Stitches. So, and that one I got at Rebel Stitcher. I got from StitchCon last year. So there you go. So yeah, if you could give me some opinions on what you think about maybe possibly outlining that. Now, I have a few more days. I got 10 more days, and so it would not take me long at all to do the outlining. If you guys thought that maybe it would work. All right, so those are the two new starts. And so the rest of these, some of these I know I've worked on. Some of these I'm not sure if I showed you. Okay, we're fine. I'm not sure if I showed you 3 weeks ago or not. So some of these may be double dipping. If so, again, I apologize. But I am really lucky if I can remember what I had for lunch yesterday, um, or dinner. Much less what I did 3 weeks ago. So there you go. So I will just take these in no particular order, in the order I have them sitting here beside me. Um, oh yeah, and Selena update. Sorry, I know I lied. There we go. She's curled up in sleep. So very cute. Okay. So there we go. We will leave her be for now. But so in no particular order, this is One Nation by Bygone Stitches. As I always say, that picture does it zero justice. And, well, unfortunately, I think when I was working on, you probably can't see all that much. I did some of the beginnings of the stripes. I actually did a little bit of Delaware. Then I went back, did this line down, this stuff over here, and also started finished these couple across. So, again, I don't remember where I was last time, but yeah, so definitely got a little bit done. You can see a little bit that's covered up there. But I really, really, really need to finish these stars, damn it. So I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 left? Oh, God. I'll be very, very happy once I get done with those stars. So, yeah. That is One Nation. Alright. And what is next on the docket? This is the Christmas sampler? Yes. Christmas Bell sampler, I believe it's called. In my least interesting bag. But hey, it works. So, this one right here. This is Heartstring Samplery Christmas Bell Sampler. Again, this is something that is not usually up my alley, but I really wanted what the original one was supposed to be until they were having issues with rights and such. But I still wanted to go ahead and do this one. So some of it is covered up, as you can tell, but I have been working further down on both. I think I did the bell. I know I did all that stuff. I think maybe this, and then I also did a lot of the um, the words, which the variegation is really showing up very pretty in that. Is it? It's a little less subtle in real life. That's a little. I think with this light, it's showing a little bit more in the video, which is fine. It's beautiful though. So, yep, that is that. Definitely need to get back to working on that one. That is the Christmas bells. This one, I don't honestly think I worked on anymore, but just in case, I will show you. So this one is hard to pull out apparently. There we go. Hamilton versus Seabury, Farmer Refuted. There we go. And so this is from the Hamilton play. You can see where I've been marking like what I've been working on. So all I have is this lower part here. So it's not a whole lot left. Maybe, excuse me, I'm sorry, maybe a third. Yeah, maybe about a third. And so, come here. I know that I have been working, going down, getting the stars. I think like the U Astray, and I think I've been doing some of this white as well. So there we go. That is kind of sort of see-through. There we go. It's a little bit better. But anyway, so there you go. It's just a lot of lettering, so it's not, terribly, terribly exciting. But, I mean, I am getting there, and as I say every time, I really, really, really want to finish that before July the 4th. If I get my little arson gear, I think I can do it. But I really do need to spend some quality time on it, and I've just been touching so many other things that I haven't been giving it the love that it really deserves. And so I need to either just resign myself to the fact that I'm not going to get it done before the July 4th, or get my arson gear and actually try to get it done. So I don't know which yet. I haven't figured it out. So, but I need to figure that out pretty damn soon. Also, one of my other biggins. You guys should probably be aware by what the bag is. There is a picture. This is Good Omen Stained Glass by Darcy Lindbergh. I don't think I've been saying who they've been by. Well, I think I have. The Frosted Pumpkin is the Under the Sea. Brandy's New Sexy was Lolita Maid. Um, the Christmas Bells was Heartstring, and then the Hamilton versus Seabury was Taylor and Cromwell, who are on Etsy. And then this is Darcy Lindbergh, who I don't know if they're on Etsy, if they're somewhere else. I don't remember. I don't know. This wasn't Etsy. I got this elsewhere. I think I just got it online. But anyway. So yeah, there you go. It's not like they didn't steal it from someone. It is Darcy Lindbergh's. So it's not one of those questionable buys. But anyway, so I know that I was working up here in the orange. I've been working around the flame here. And also, since it was the same color, I was working as the yellow in here. I was working on the yellow here. So, this is all I've got to the end of that line, to the end of the first row. So, yeah, that's not that much left. There's no particular time period for this one. I would love to finish this row at least. I'd love to start the next row sometime this year, but again, we'll see. I just depends on how much love I've been giving it. Alright, which not as much as it deserves. But I mean, I will be doing some stitching tonight, and I will be doing some stitching tomorrow, so who knows, maybe I'll try to give it a little bit more love. Okay. And this one, which has been moving around on my, moving around a lot on this. I was talking about Lindy Stitches earlier. This is the current one that I really am putting my time into. This is the Walk Fast sampler for the Betty White Tribute Sal. So it's like that old Scandinavian saying, You can lead a herring to water, but you have to walk fast or he'll die. Um, the herring is a little daunting, but I'm not there yet. So, all right. Oops. Come on. There we go. Got the needle. All right. So, actually, I've got a pretty decent amount done. So I've got the two sides, as you can tell. I've got how wide it's going to be. And so I've got the leash, so the leash will be going down to the fish, obviously. Um, sorry, over here. But what I've been working on actually has been more of the other side, that big old tree, a couple of birds, and I need to do some fill-in with some of these. And of course, I have to have that. But yeah, so, ooh, the variegation is showing really pretty right in there. Yes, once again, I think the variegation is showing better in the video, and you can see a little bit of it in the birds too. Anyway, so that is the herring sampler, um, or the walk fast sampler. Once again, I have no particular time period for that one. I'm doing really well on it. I would love to get it done this year, but we'll see. Um, it really, I think, depends on how bad that herring is going to be, because it's several colors. I see the two shades of blue, the yellow, and the pink of the leash at least. So at least four colors. Um, so there'll definitely be some skipping around there. So I have to figure out how the best way to kind of tackle that. But again, I'm not there yet, so you know. All right. Yep. These are the last two, kind of the big two as they were. This one, once again, I do not have a picture for because it's a mystery sal, and I am only working on the frame. This is the Fab 50 sal. As you can tell, I have been going back and putting in numbers. So I've been I've been having a hard time figuring out where in the pattern I am because it's so big. So yeah, that has actually been helping me a good bit. So I think I was working down here, and it looks like I'm working up here now. And then I guess I'll go down here and then probably down here. So that is that. It is really not, I'll be honest, it is not looking good that I'm going to get this done before it comes out in June. Once again, this one is a lot more time critical than the rest of them. Because I'm afraid if I fall behind, I will never catch up. And I am really in danger of doing that. So, but it's really hard to motivate yourself to do just all of that very boring stitching where it's a lot of counting, it's a lot of double counting to make sure that all the spaces are right because it's very important that the sizes are right, that it's not too long, not too wide, um, that they're the right difference from each other. So it's not easy. Um, so it's been a little tough to motivate myself to do it, but I really need to just kind of buckle down and do it. I mean, there's not really much else to it. But there you go. We'll see what happens. So, the last one, and definitely, certainly not least, is going to be the one that I have been the most excited about working on. Although, I mean, I didn't take it traveling with me because it's not particularly travel friendly, just because of how big it is. But this is Long Dog Samplers. You belong to me. And yes, I said long dog, not anything else. Don't get your mind out of the gutter. I'm looking at you. So yeah, this is the one I've really loved working on, and it's showed with how much that I've been working on it. Um, Honestly, at this pace, if I keep working at it, I mean, it could be done by maybe this year or next year. So this is, I guess I should show. I'll show you where I am here, but So this is right about at the center width-wise. Um, so you've got kind of the mosque over here, and then we've got a whole bunch of birds. There's um, one bird swallowing a fish, and then there's another bird here. So I say one, yeah, one big bird here, and then one other big bird here. So that is in the pattern. So I'm going across here. So that is where I am right now in this area. So come the bottom is kind of like here, and so that those are the two birds that I'm working on. So I'm getting close to the end of the first row, but as you can tell, there's still a lot more underneath. I'm just in this little area right here. So maybe it'll be between a quarter and a third once I get across. That's kind of looking about what it is. So I don't remember exactly how many pages. I think it's 17. So I think that might be a third. But anyway, so that is that. I'm not doing too bad on time. Once again, I really hope that I'm not talking too fast. If I am, please tell me. I don't try to, but sometimes when I kind of start getting rambling on about things, I'll just kind of keep a quick pace, as it were, to speak. So that is all the things that I have been working on. Like I said, I think a couple of them I actually had not done anything else on since you guys have seen me, but uh, again, better safe than sorry though. So I'm just putting all this stuff over here while I talk. There we go. All right, there. Now got all that stuff put up. Well, as put up as it'll get right now. So, the next part is going to be haul. So, first off, let me show you what I'm thinking I may have showed some of you guys 3 weeks ago. And then I'll get to the stuff that I know with absolute certainty is new. So, and again, so if I apologize if I did actually show these to you already. I think I may have shown this one to you, but just in case, the Corgi Caboodle by Plum Street. I believe this was a new release for market, and it does not want to. For some reason, it does not really want to focus in on those. So I apologize. But anyway, corgis are adorable. I would love to have a corgi. I don't know if I ever will, but I live in hope. This one is old. I think somebody I think somebody might have given this to me. I'm not 100% sure where I found it, to be honest with you. But anyway, because it doesn't have a price tag on it. But To the Beach, Surf Life. So that's really cool. I'm all about that surf life. Even though I live like 3.5 hours from the beach. This looks like it might be partially kitted. But hearts and there's not a tag on this one either, so I'm not 100% sure where I got this from. So I don't think it's particularly new, but anyway, it's Heartstring Samplery. First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. So, yeah, I do love that. Not really sure where this green goes in there. Oh, I guess in that corner. Okay, I see. But anyway, yeah. So, I'm not Coffee Stitcher or Vicky Stitching Buttons, but I do love my coffee. Um, this one I do honestly think that I did show you as well, but just in case, um, my Stitchy buddy, the one that I went to Universal with, um, her husband is going to be, he's studying to be a lawyer. And so she is doing this, and it's beautiful. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to do a mirror, well, I have another Mirabilia, but I also kind of want to do this one. So this is Lady Justice. Um, now, isn't there another, like, didn't someone do a color rearrange for this one? I think, maybe. So anyway, so yeah, um, that is that. I have an idea of what fabric I want to do it on. I don't have the fabric yet, but I will work on it. not that important because I don't think that's going to get started anytime particularly soon. I just have too many other things, and I don't know that I want to start a gigantic memorabilia. Well, it's not that gigantic. It's what is it? Well, 170 by 202. So she big, but she not huge. This one, once again, does not have a price tag, so I'm not 1000% sure where I got it. But uh, Blackbird Designs for Raven Bewitched, which is just beautiful. Look at that. It's so pretty. So pretty. I'm very much a fan of Blackbird Designs. That a lot of the stuff that they do, and anything, of course, with ravens or birds, I'm always a fan of. So that is cool. All right, so cool. That's the ones that I think that I may have shown you before, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go to the ones that I know with 100% certainty are new. So, um, I should say pattern wise at least. Come, my hair's just being a pain in the butt today. So this was another one that I got from Market, but they kind of came in two packages because you know supply chain and all that good stuff. So this is Autumn Lane, current mood. So happy, afraid, cat, and angry. Look at that cat. That is adorable. So yeah, I love pumpkins. I love Halloween, and the fact that it's a cat is just adorable. So yeah, that's very cute. So that's Autumn Lane. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing that one. Also another one from yeah, I believe this is from Market. Well, actually, no, it says 2021, so maybe not. But this is Ingleside Imaginarium Autumn Dragon. I just love the whole green. I love autumn. That's my favorite season. But I love the whole green turning to like golds and reds and browns. Just it's really, really pretty. And of course, once again, pumpkin. Anything with a pumpkin is always good. So that is very cool. And because I love dragons so much, and I do, uh, this is Glendon Place, which I've never done anything from Glendon Place before. There's been some stuff that I've been interested in, but I haven't done anything with it yet. There's nothing that just absolutely blew my mind, so I had to get it until this one. And I'm probably going to change the color of the fabric because I'm not sure I like that green. But uh, Glendon Place, what's it called? Just GP. Oh, Dragon Affairs. Okay, there we go. Metal Knot in the Affair of Dragons, for you are crunchy and good with ketchup. Our dungeon master, when we lived in Orlando, he actually had that as a sticker on his bumper sticker on his car. So, because he did like to throw dragons at us. We didn't play D&D. We played a whole bunch of different games. They were usually in a series called GURPS, which was generic universal role playing system. So it was a RP system, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, but it was very versatile. So you could be set in medieval times. You could be set in the future. It could be we did one that was kind of like a Warehouse 23 mystery. We did one that was like a cartoon. Um, so it's you could kind of plug in almost anything. So that's why it was called GURPS, the generic universal role playing system. But anyway, so that's really cute. And so I saw that, and I definitely thought about my buddy. And so now I don't think I showed either of these to you. I'll show you this one first because I don't remember. This is the one of the two that I may have. But, and I love the size of it. This is, hold on, I have it written down as to who this is by. Let me scroll down real quick here. This is Hats Project Bag by Crab Shack Stitchery. There was another YouTuber that mentioned Crab Shack. I want to say that it was Vicky Stitch and Button, but I don't remember with 100% certainty if it was her. But anyway, so this is a great, huge, it's a very big bag, which is one of the reasons I loved it. And it also came with a little accessory bag. But I mean, look at the nice detail. I mean, It's got the layers of the different fabrics and the hats, and then kind of a generic sort of, not paisley, but interesting sort of blue design on the inside, which is the same for the little one, the zippers, and then there you go. So, so yeah, that's really cute, and I just like the size of it. I think it'll fit. Hopefully, it'll fit in 11 by 11. I have not tried it yet, but it looks like it should. So, I definitely have some of those bigger projects going, so that's why I wanted to get that one. And this one, I don't think I've shown you, but maybe I have. Once again, if I have, I apologize. This is Outhouse Project Bag by Ragtag Quilt Art. So on the back, we've got outhouses, and they did a really good job with the quilt is sort of designed there. The um, there it goes. You can see it really nice there. And on the inside, that's toilet rolls. Come on, that's funny though. You have to admit that is pretty awesome. So I like the size of it. Like I said, once again, it's just pretty big. It should fit in 11 by 11. But just also the theme is really funny. So I'll see that and I'll look back and hopefully think fondly of the time that we couldn't get any toilet paper. Even though by the time I bought that, we were way past that. But it'll still kind of be a reminder, be that good or bad, both. But anyway, so that's all that stuff. So just a few more little things. Because like I said, some of this I had I think for a while and hadn't shown you guys, and some things did come in while I was gone or after. Um, so I know that a lot of you guys probably know about Fire Poppy's closing, which is super sad. But I wish them the best. I totally understand why they're doing it. I'm sad just because it's not local to me, but somewhere I can get to in a decent amount of time. But you know, live your life. If you have your health and enough money to go out and close your shop and see the world, do it. I mean, I know it sounds silly to say you only live once, but I mean, that sounds like it's a very golden opportunity. So I hope that they have an awesome, awesome time. But and I'm not going to show you everything. It's just not really all that important. But they did have a bit of a sale, and I don't know if they're even still open, if they have anything left. But I got a bunch of stuff for a few patterns. So a lot of DMC. I think the DMC might be for the a lot of it might be for that Nora Corbett that I was showing you, the Mirabilia. I know this bead set is. They did have everything for it. I don't remember what the blue was for. It might have been the Nora Corbett as well. And then there were a couple of other ones that I was trying to fill in for other projects that I have. So, there you go. So not very exciting, but that unfortunately will probably be my last order from Fire Poppies. But again, like I said, no anger. I totally understand. I'm sad to see him go, but I wish them the best of luck. So there you go. All right. Now these, I'm going. I don't know where I got them from. I know that sounds terrible. Um, I don't think I got them from Etsy. I didn't see them in my purchases. So my guess is that I probably got them from Vicky Stitch and Button, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I do apologize. But a couple of needle minders because, I don't have enough needle minders, obviously. I got a Stormtrooper, or, yeah, there goes Stormtrooper, because why not? Donuts, Rise and Shine. The, is that the Tudor Bee? No, that's the Winter Bee. I forget what it's called exactly. Um, but that's the one I have all three of the bees. I haven't started the third one yet, I know. And then another donut because donuts. As much as I love donuts, I don't eat donuts nearly as much as you would think that I might would. The last thing is I got my Crazy Annie's. Crazy Annie's stitching. It's the Floss of the Month Club, and I do the Classic Colorworks. So I actually got two, so I don't know if they were behind by a month or if I got if that was a thank you or if, you know, it was a mistake. I'm not really sure. But, and they are different colors. So my guess is it was probably just they missed a month. And, you know, I've been so crazy with things that if they missed a month, I might have I might have not noticed. But tell you what, let me see if I can put this up. So this is the most variegated of them all. Lemon lime. Oh, there you go. That actually shows it really well. Nice green to yellow there. And then cherry tomato, which has a little bit of, well, I guess they'd call it like tonal color. You can see a little bit of the lighter pink there. So just a darker pink to a lighter pink. It's a little too pink, honestly, for what cherry tomatoes look like. Cherry tomatoes are a little redder than that, but, you know, it's whatever. This is Gingersnap, which does not look very variegated to me at all. And it's not too bad color-wise. It's pretty close. A nice kind of, you know, tanny white. Tanny off-white. This is Blue Beatrice. Once again, not really variegated. Yeah, that's pretty close color-wise. So, it's not really wanting to focus all that well, but just kind of a periwinkle bluish color, I'd call it. Then this is Fancy Green Nancy, which is a great name. Once again, really doesn't look very variegated. A nice kind of a springy sort of light green, just nice. And the last one for this set is Cary Berry, which is not really all that far from the cherry tomato, like color-wise. So that's the cherry tomato, and it's just a little pinker is the cherry berry. This is, once again, not very variegated at all, really. So there you go. Those are those two colors together. Now this next set really looks like, I'm guessing this probably would have been this month's because they're very light and pastel-y. Let's put these all together here. There we go. So this is a very Eastery color set. So I'm guessing that this was this month's and maybe that was last month's, but who knows. So we have, this is once again um, not really variegated. So that's a nice lighter tonal pink. It's called Blushing Beauty. So if you look at these three together, they're actually really nice tonally all together. So it's an accidental, sorry, this is kind of an accidental good thing there. Okay. And then this is called Wasabi, which I love the name. I'm so sorry. It looks, honestly, it looks lighter than Wasabi really is. Now this one does have some definite variations from almost off-whitish to a pale greenish. That's pretty close, to be honest with you. So it's just a real pale um, green. We've got Bambino, which is a brighter pink than the last one, so I don't think it would really go as well tonally. So it's more of a, oh wow, okay, I didn't even notice this. It's like a baby pinkish orange to like there's purple in it. I didn't even notice until I like twisted it a little bit. Wow, look at that. So it's almost a it's like three colors. So it's like pink at the top, and then it goes to like a swish between a very pastel-y lavender and what looks like a peachy almost um that's not really, yeah, it's not showing a little bit um almost like an orange sickle orange. So that's really interesting. That's a color shift I haven't seen before. I'm really not sure how I would use that one. That's very, very different colors altogether. So that's interesting. So once again, we'll go back to the rest here. So this is a Tufted Yellow. Once again, a very pale, creamy sort of yellow. That's pretty close. So Not really a lot of variegation, and Selena is deciding to lick herself loudly again. Thank you. Organza Path. This is a pink, but again, doesn't really tonally go with the rest of the pinks. And not a whole lot of variegation on this one. So, but still pretty. And then this, see, is that color really close to that one? Yeah. It's not quite the same, but the purple that I was talking about in Bambino is really close to this. This is just a tiny bit lighter, but this is Amethyst, which is a beautiful, beautiful pale um, purple, which I really like. Again, a lot more pale than Amethyst really is, like in real life, like Amethyst stones. Um, they tend to be a lot deeper and a richer color, but I do love it. And I have no idea if you can hear her licking, but she is licking like super duper loud right now. So, yeah. All right. So that actually is all of the haul. Um, so that was a decent amount. I don't have I don't have anything else going now. I don't have anything on the way, so there may not be any for next week. We'll just see. I did sign up. I was talking about why I may. Um, there may be a day in. I think it's May, I believe. I can double check real quick here. There may be a day in May where I will not be doing it because my LNS is finally starting to do retreats again. So they have set up the first one. Sorry about that little noise there. Let's see. When is it? May 21st and 22nd. So, you may not see me that Friday at the end of May, but I will see what I can do. Because obviously it's local. Um, I may be able to do a video before or after. I may actually wait until Sunday evening, maybe, and maybe put it up Monday morning, just so I can tell you about it. Because the way that this works is it's a little bit on the expensive side, but I think we're gonna get 5. Let me read it. Do, 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 do. So the theme is happy times. Um, da, 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 da. Sorry, 5 kitted projects, 3 with completing finished materials, um, meals goodie bag, um, and discount purchase. So yeah, so I will, and I don't know that I'm gonna start all 5 of them, but if I wait, I can at least show you guys what they are. So either I'll skip it or I'll do it late. I don't know which. It's just kind of gonna depend, and they're not gonna run late. So I would have time in an evening to do it. Um, but we'll just have to see. So I'm gonna play that by ear. Yeah. So that's about that. So I guess we will just do. Yes, there's a little bit of cattail. Come here. Hi, baby. You gonna get any closer? You got a piece of crud on your fur. I love those. She's got those sleepy kitty eyes. Oh, do I get some kisses? Oh, I do get some kisses. Well, thank you. My sweet girl. Yeah, this is the I'm gonna go get some food. So I will see you later. Bye, cat. Bye, Selena. Anyways, so that worked. So I will just do our of the weeks, and then I think we will be set. And I will get this maybe just over an hour, so hopefully that's not too bad for you guys. One thing I do want to say, and I should have said this at the beginning, Devi, I do have your stuff. I apologize that I have not mailed it out. Everything is ready to go. I just need to actually go to the post office and do it. So, um, I'm aiming for Monday, and I do again. I apologize. So, but it will be coming your way. I promise. All right. So for the Stitchy website of the week, I how okay. I think maybe I showed these guys a while ago, but it has been a while, so I'm gonna put them back up. Fox and Rabbit. Karen and Brendan are amazing, amazing people, and so they deserve to um, to get you know to get all the accolades they can. Um, they have they are in Australia. They are shipping stuff out from Australia, but they also do have PDFs um, if you're impatient like me. They do have some PDFs that you can get on their website as well. And they actually have some freebies as well. I believe they have done stitch alongs, like a yearly stitch along. Um, the in years past, I don't know if they're doing it this year. I want to say they are. So that's just something you can take a look at as well on the website. So I have, as usual, all the information below. The non-Stitchy website, um, yeah, I have made no excuses that I am a shameless Anglophile, and I love everything English. And with this Sherlock Con, of course, a lot of people were talking about English stuff, and there actually was one person. She made it all the way over from England, which is super cool. So I got to hang out with her a little bit and talk a little bit about that. So which was awesome. So that kind of rekindled all my little Anglophile neurons in my brain. So I put a link to and I love the tube. The tube is just fascinating to me. It's history, and it's just there's a lot of really cool stuff about it. So I put a link down below into that's about how the tube lines got their names. So like there's like the Jubilee line, the Bakerloo line, the Central line. I know how Bakerloo got its name from Baker Street and Waterloo, um, obviously. So, but yeah, really. Whoops, sorry. So yeah, somebody is exploring all of my stuff. Really, Cat? Really? I really don't want to show them your butt because that's really gross. But yeah, you can see where I piled all my stuff to the side, and apparently she has. Wow, really? Really? You're actually just gonna sit there on my stuff? She is sitting on all of those threads right now. I apologize. I did not mean to make that go crazy. But yeah, so I have a cat in my almost in my lap. She's not a lap cat. She will never be a lap cat, apparently. I just have to live with that fact. But she is right against my legs, so that is the closest that I'll get. So as long as I keep petting her, maybe you'll stay and get cat hairs over every single fiber of my threads. Thank you. And she's settled down. Awesome. So yeah, now I can't clean up because I have cat butt all over everything. Thanks, cat. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, so the how the two blinds got their names. There's also I've also seen some really cool. There are some really cool videos on documentaries on YouTube as well. There's one about there's a new line that they're making. I want to say it's called the Elizabeth line, I believe. Um, and there's one about the gigantic drill, like how they made one of the new lines. Um, it was something that was by the Thames, so there was a lot of crazy things that they had to do to obviously not flood it, and just like the borers that are literally like the size of the hole that like literally like plug it up behind. It's crazy. It's some neat stuff. There was also a 5 or 6 episode thing about I guess you could call it like a reality show, but not with actors or anything. But they were kind of showing how like kind of life on the tube, like the people who work there, and the different parts of it. Drivers and the people who do the tickets, and it was really fascinating. But anyway, so all this stuff is stuff that you can find on YouTube, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're nerdy about the tube like I am. But probably most of you are not, so I'll stop talking about it. Sorry. But anyway, so the last thing is going to be our beef fact, and so far, are you purring? Oh, she's purring, but it's not going to be. It's soft, so it's not going to get picked up by the camera, unfortunately. But anyway, so the last is going to be the bee fact of the week. And that is that each bee has 170 odorant receptors. They use these to communicate within the hive and to recognize different types of flowers when looking for food. So there you go. All right. Well, I guess that is about it. Once again, thank you very much for being patient and sticking with me while I'm gone for a little bit. I should be here for a while. Um, I've got that thing in May, and then I've got um, StitchCon is still in June. So I will pretty definitely not be doing anything from StitchCon because I'll be busy there. So yeah, I guess that's about it. So expect to see me around, and I will keep on stitching. And oh yes, and Strange is coming soon. Yay! Less than a month. So yeah, I will keep you guys informed and keep on commenting and watching and obviously liking and subscribing. You know, YouTube loves all that good stuff. It does help me out. And so from me and from whoops, sorry, there you go, from Selena, who is, as you can tell, sitting on all of my stuff over here. Thank you very much, sweet girl. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye.